What's up, Nauset High School?
We love Nauset! What's up, Nauset?
Hi, Nauset. Yeah.
Have a good school year, guys.
Welcome to Nauset News!
Hey everyone, Carson Wintle here, and welcome to our final episode of Nauset News for this year. Let's get things started with our morning announcements. Our wellness activities are still available for students to partake in, so try them out if you haven't already. Lunchtime meditation and mindfulness are with Miss Daniels on Wednesdays at 12 p.m. You can also still visit our virtual health and wellness centers, which are available all day. Mobility Mondays with Michelle live at 3 p.m. Wellness Wednesdays are live at 2:30 p.m. with Miss Daniels, Miss Eidelbeck, and Michelle. Formerly Fridays with Michelle are live at 10 a.m. The links for these activities can be found in your morning announcement emails for this week. Before the year ends, however, there is one student opportunity that you can still partake in. The class of 2020 is currently receiving letters of gratitude from our frontline healthcare workers and dispersing them to local healthcare facilities. Your job is to send a letter to one of the volunteers listed in the PDF within this week's morning announcement emails. They will then deliver them to the assigned healthcare facility. If you're unsure of what to write in your letter, try following an example from the ideas listed in the PDF. Please send these letters in by June 19th. Now with our morning announcements out of the way, let's jump straight into our final show's main lineup. Top story will be on students' reactions to the death of George Floyd and the recent protests around the country. This will be done by A3 Sports Production students. Health tip will be about watercraft safety, the importance of life jackets and common sense water safety rules when swimming, boating, kayaking, and other sorts of water activities. This will be done by Ashton Daniels. Sports will be tips on getting in shape this summer to prepare for fall sports, done by Finn Riley. Things to do will be done by Kylie Shelley. Our special report is on summer plans, summer jobs, and summer activities, done by everyone in the B1 Videotech class. We also have an extra report, which will be on footage of the military graduation at Nauset Regional High School on June 5th, about 3 Nauset seniors joining the military. We hope you enjoyed our final show, and without further ado, please sit back and enjoy.
Hello, my name is Chris Pombo, and I'm reporting with Nauset News. Recently, there has been a lot of news about police brutality, the Black Lives Matter movement, and the death of George Floyd. I find the death of Mr. Floyd to be very tragic and wrong. In no way were those police officers acting in a justified manner. As for the protests in Minneapolis and the rest of the country, I find everything a little hard to believe. There is systemic racism going on in America that needed to be addressed. I support those peaceful protesters advocating change, but find the violence, looting, and vandalism that has taken place to be ineffective and wrong.
Hi, I'm Kellen Warren, and what I have to say on the recent tragedy of George Floyd's death is that the cops should be punished for their actions and put in prison for the rest of their lives for murder. What I have to say about the protesting is that I agree with the peaceful protesting, and I think people should have the right to do that. And, people are obviously angry, and I think peaceful protesting is a way to do it. What I don't agree with is the looting and burning down of buildings that had nothing to do with anything that happened to George Floyd.
Hello everyone, it's Artie O'Neill with your top story. This week we're going to be talking about the death of George Floyd and the ongoing protests in Minneapolis and all over the country. I believe these protests are great. It's time that the change needs to happen, and I believe it's time that change does happen. But what I want people to think about is don't look at these looters and rioters as the protests. They're just taking advantage of a situation for their personal benefit. Look at the protesters who are peacefully walking through towns like Orleans and what they're doing, because they're the ones you should be listening to, and they're the ones who want real change. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Will Casey, and I will be talking about the death of George Floyd. What happened to him was very gruesome and inhumane. I think that's the best way to put it. The cops will get everything that they deserve. But the rioting and the looting that's not it. The peaceful protesting is, but the looting and the rioting and the killing of innocent people is sad. So, yeah. And I feel like more people should talk about the deaths of other people of all color as a cause of these riots, such as David Dorn, who was a cop that died protecting his friend's pawn shop. So just things like that. People should talk about those things more instead of just George Floyd, even though what happened to him was still gross. Thank you.
Hello, Doug Bazao here, and I'm going to be telling you my reaction on the whole George Floyd in protest situation. I think that the Black Lives Matter movement and the peaceful protesting is helping reshape America to get rid of a bunch of racist roots that is within not only our police system but government, and it's really helping expose the people who have been longtime racists towards not only African Americans but all minorities. And the peaceful protesting, while I say it is a very good thing, a lot of people are using this peaceful protesting as a tool to go raid places and things like that. So I'm kind of split. I think overall, though, the student protesting is good, and our country is going to become greater after this and after the sad passing of George Floyd. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Ashton Dennis with a health tip of the week. This week's health tip concerns water safety. This includes boating, kayaking, swimming, the importance of life jackets, making sure to swim near a lifeguard, and paying attention to signage at beaches so that you can watch out for sharks. Staying safe during water-related activities is very important. There are plenty of rules that apply to all of these ventures. And although it may seem like a hassle, your safety and well-being is what's most important. If you're using a watercraft such as a kayak or paddleboard, going with someone is always a good idea. In the situation that you capsize or get lost, having someone with you can be a huge difference maker. Stay relatively close to the shore or coastline because getting too far out is when things can get dangerous. In regards to boats, read up on all laws and rules for boating if it's your first time. Even if it's not, refreshing your memory is never a bad idea. Also, remember to put life jackets to use when boating, kayaking, paddleboarding, and all other things when you are in a water transport. If you fall in the water, you don't want to drown, and even if you can't swim, it's still a good idea. Finally, when swimming, make sure to stay close to a lifeguard and read signs for sharks. If you drown, then a lifeguard can potentially save your life. Hence the name lifeguard. And if you're near sharks, things likely won't go well. So respect when you're warned about sharks in the waters that you would like to swim in, and stay out of the water. That's all for this week's health tip. Have a great summer, everyone, and stay safe out there.
Hi, everyone. My name is Hannah Costa from Nauset News, and I will be telling you how my summer is going to be going. So basically, I am going to be getting my permit within the next few weeks, and I will be getting a new job in the next few weeks too. I will be working at Stop and Shop most likely, and it pays $17 an hour, so I'm pretty happy about that. And if this sailing club opens up again, then I will be going to that too over the summer. Mainly, I'm just going to be hanging out with my friends though, because I've missed them a lot. But I hope everyone else's summer turns out great too. Happy summer.
Hey guys, Carson Wenzel here. My plans for summer vacation are just to work on 2 jobs that I have. One where I'm taking care of a crazy golden doodle named Cooper, and the other being working in the bag room of Eastwood Ho. Other than that, however, I'll mainly be hanging out and relaxing with friends and family, playing tennis, and riding my bike around my neighborhood. Hope everyone else's summer vacation turns out great, and hope to see you in the fall.
I'm Alex Burst, and I'm going to tell you about my summer plans. I'll probably work with my dad this summer, and I'm going to go to the beach and hang out with my friends a lot of the time. That was my summer plans by Alex Burris.
Hello, my name is Blakely Cullum, and I am here with today's special report. Because of coronavirus, it has been hard to find activities to do inside and outside. And now that it's finally summer, we have to start finding things to do even though we are still in coronavirus. and in quarantine. My favorite activity has been going to the beach and going swimming. Now that since it has gotten a lot warmer, you can go swimming now. And also the sharks still aren't here yet, and that's also something to watch out for when you're swimming in the beach on the ocean. And yeah, thank you for watching the special report.
Hi, I'm Carter Rokovich, and for my summer plans, it mostly consists of working at my job at Shaw's in Orleans. I'm going to try to get to the beach as much as I can, as long as they stay open. Spend a lot of time with my family, and try to stay connected with friends.
Hi, I'm Leah Baker here with this week's special report on summer plans. So obviously, there's a lot that we can't do during the summer that we would normally do because of coronavirus. And that includes me going to work because I work at a restaurant. So I don't know if I'll be able to go back to work anytime soon because of corona. So that would have been my summer plan, to work. But I don't know if I can do that. So I'm Leah Baker, and this has been this week's special report on summer plans.
Hi, I'm Zach Stieber with Nauset News, and my summer plans this year are to see my friends as much as I can with this virus going on, and hopefully work at the pump house once they open up, and probably visit family more because they're all coming down from New York, which is really nice. Bye.
Hi, my name is Finn Riley, and here with your sports this week. And I'll be talking about how you can prepare for your fall sports right now in the summer. So pretty much all the fall sports, like field hockey, soccer, football, cross country, of course, running is a necessity, and it really is a good way to stay in shape. So I would recommend that within, say, the next few weeks, or before July at least, you start maybe a steady pattern of running a couple days a week, and then move on to maybe 4 or 5 days a week of running. It's a really great way to stay in shape and a good way to keep you occupied. And since most gyms aren't open currently and might not open by the time fall sports comes around, you could do a lot of core work like push-ups, sit-ups, planks. Those really help you keep from getting injured, and just a really good way to build up strength. Thank you very much, and on to the next segment.
Hi there, everyone. Welcome back to the last home version of Nauset News. So summer is coming up and school's coming to an end, so make sure you guys are getting all your work in. I honestly have some stuff I need to get done because I missed assignments in the past. So my teachers are just like, hey, get these done and we'll be good to go. So make sure you guys are getting all your work in, and contact your teachers if you're not sure about what you're missing, or if you are missing anything. So make sure you just reach out to your teachers and ask, am I missing anything? What can I do to make this up, or anything like that. Also, make sure you're checking your senior or your freshman, whatever schedule that you're going into. Make sure you check that and contact your guidance counselor if you want to change your classes, if you're not sure if you want to do a class, if you don't have a full schedule yet. Just look, text some seniors or some people that you know that have had those classes, and make sure you actually want to do that class, because I know I had a bad experience with one class and I had a great experience with another, and I let people know and they had differing opinions. So just reach out to people and make sure you really want those classes, because we don't have too long to change it into the school year. So summer is coming up and school's coming to an end, so that means jobs. I have a job right now, but some of my friends don't. So what can you do for jobs? You can babysit for your neighbors or family. You can even random people if you really need to. Don't do that. That's dangerous. You can garden for family or neighbors. I've been doing that on all my days off. I've been gardening and weeding for my aunt. And then you can walk dogs in the neighborhood. You can plant flowers for your friends. Something fun to do and easy is always the way to go. It's always safer to stay in your comfort zone. So if you're not too sure you want to get your hands dirty, don't garden, walk the dogs, or babysit. If you're not too sure if you're good with children, don't babysit. Don't babysit. We don't want those parents being scared. So some things you can do around the house. since summer is starting to come up and the warm weather is starting to roll in pretty quickly, start cleaning out your backyard. You're going to be spending a lot of time back there, especially if we can't get to the beaches because they're super crowded or anything like that. So clean up your backyards, get some new patio furniture, or even you can make it with you can revamp old beach chairs and make them into comfortable chairs, or you can even buy new chairs from Amazon. You do what you want to. I'm personally going to be building a backyard theater and like a bench thing. So yeah, it takes a lot of work, but it's worth it in the end, right? So I don't have too many shows for you today. I do have one. It's Riverdale. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody's seen Riverdale at this point, but they have new episodes, so go check that out. I'm not going to spoil anything. It's a lot to spoil anyway. I'm going to go rewatch that because I haven't seen that in a while, and I don't really want to be lost once I go watch those new episodes. Also, start taking up a new hobby. Maybe it's to break a bad habit, like biting your nails or cracking your knuckles or pulling your hair or something. I've broken my habit of biting my nails. I just cut them down so they're really short now. But I have a new hobby, and it's running. I used to hate running, but now I run as much as I can. I run every day. I've actually committed myself to running cross country and maybe even track if we go back to school. So I'm training with friends whenever I can. If anybody has any playlists they want to make it and share it with your friends. Set up some carpooling stuff for the weekends and during the school year. That way you don't have to worry about it. If you're a senior or a junior and you are off your passenger restriction, text some of your younger friends or your friends that don't have their license. See if you can drive them to school in the morning. A lot of the times they'll buy you something. I didn't say that. So yeah, that's all I have to say. I'm gonna miss you guys. I'll be here next year. I'm not leaving. This is Kylie Shelley with Your Things to Do, signing off. Have a good summer.
What's so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched.
The presence of these young men today at their graduation and their decision to serve in our military are evidence of the tremendous job you have all done in supporting them. There is no greater calling in life than service. Your decision to serve our country is a testimony to your family and the values they have instilled in you. During troubling times, the easy path is to focus on the self and one's personal needs. Those who choose service are role models for all of us. Max Lange. Curtis Taylor. Then that the graduates commit themselves to service. That seems to me to be the ultimate calling. And that you have agreed, decided to do that service on such a grand scale as becoming part of the military. It does us all proud. It does your parents proud. It does our community proud. In a time like this, you're serving as a role model for your peers. My boys are 12. I would include them in that. The idea that you go from high school and then you go off into the world to be a defender and an ambassador for freedom for our country is extraordinary.